What's going on, everyone? Mitch here. I've been playing a lot of last Epoch, and I've been playing with some friends, and a lot of people have been saying in my chat, friends alike, they are looking for a really good filter that helps them really identify the things they want to see and ignore everything else. So I went ahead and made a very customizable filter. It's fairly basic, but also very customizable, which I'll run through right now. Obviously, the link for this filter will be in the description to grab it for yourself. The focus here is mainly on Circle of Fortune. This is not for Merchants Guild. If you are playing Circle of Fortune and you get a lot of drops, you probably understand the need for a very strict filter. So that's the purpose behind this. So again, I'll run through it really quick. Double T6 exalts. For each of these rules, you're going to want to go in and select the affixes you want to see. So for this one specifically, select all of the affixes you want to show. So I want to show Dex Int, for example, and then I'll go in and say, I want to show cast speed, spell damage, and crit multi. So you'll select those, you'll hit update, and then this will show any item that has 2 mods that are above or equal to 6 with the affixes you selected. So this will show you every T6 exalt that drops. That's double exalted. All of the light blue mods here, or rules rather, will show you specific mods you want to see on that slot. So for relics, you'll go in, you'll select the type, which should already be selected for you. It's a relic. And then you'll do subtypes. So if you are a mage and you want to show only Elder Eye, Scrying Eye, and Warding Scrolls, you'll select that. And you want to show Golden Chalice for whatever reason, you'll show those. And then you'll go in, select the affixes you want to see. Again, I want to see crit multi, and I want to see spell damage and cast speed. You'll select those, and then this will only show you exalted relics with those mods, and we'll ignore everything else. That's going to be done for all of these light blue mods here. Just as a reminder, you do have to go in and select your subtype, so your base, and the mods you want for each of these. 1 mod idols and 2 mod idols, self-explanatory. Go into the 1 mod idol and select all of the idols mods you want to see that are only 1 mod. So if you only care about frostbite duration, you select that, press OK, you're good. 2 mod idols, you say, okay, well, I want frostbite duration and I want health. There you go. This will only show you 2 mod idols with those specific affixes. Important shatter mods, all tiers. This is going to show you any item that has a specific affix of your choosing with at least 4 tiers. You can lower this to 3, 2, 1, doesn't matter. For the amount of loot that drops in COF at like 1000 plus corruption, I use tier 4. And then you want to select basically everything here if you want to be really granular about it. If you're selecting only 1 affix that only drops on 2-handed axes, you can select 2-handed axes, but it doesn't hurt to leave everything on. And then you just select the affixes you want to see. Use Rune of Research for Glyph of Insight. So for those that don't know, Glyph of Insight allows you to add an experimental mod to an item. So let's say you kill a mage and it drops an item that has like something like this, like seconds of haste after you use a traversal skill. You can use a Rune of Research to seal that mod, which will then in turn give a chance to give you a Glyph of Insight. A Glyph of Insight can turn any mod on a pair of gloves, belts, and boots into an experimental mod of your choosing. I will link a tool in the description below for a Trunk Lab website, which allows you to sort of calculate which mod you're going to get. It's deterministic. So these are really useful in COF because sometimes you do want to craft an experimental mod on an item. This will allow you to do so. So this is how you get your Glyphs of Insight, through using the Runes of Research. So that's just that. You can turn that off if you don't care. Red Rings of Itlaria. So red rings are very, very rare. Most people that are looking for them have to grind up to like 1000 plus corruption to even have a chance at one. But when you're running prophecies, it's really hard to hover over 1,000,000 rings to determine which one's red. So the rule will essentially allow you to do this. So when a ring drops, it drops orange. When a red ring drops, where did I put it? Oh, there you go. When a red ring drops, it drops like this. So now it's very obvious that you won the lottery. So that's what the rule does. And then the last one is T7 Exalts, which is self-explanatory. Go in here, select all the affixes you want to see at tier 7 only. Even if you already showed them at tier 6, this is just nice to know, like if you want to show and know exactly what you dropped at tier 7. I want to only see crit multi mods at tier 7. And then I want to only see those on, I don't know, like gloves, for instance. You'll go in, you'll select armor, gloves, and then you'll only show crit multi at T7 on gloves. I generally leave this off because a lot of people like to know where dex is dropping. So if I want to only see dex at tier 7 on anything, I will just leave this on dex. And then I know when a T7 drops. You can be more granular with this if you want. You can delete the rule entirely if you want. I just like seeing when a item drops with a specific mod on it. So that's pretty much it. Links in the description. Hope you enjoy it. Reminder, this is not for Merchant's Guild. This is for Circle of Fortune. And yeah, hope you enjoy it.